A warm welcome, a warm good evening. This is Arunfoot Chaudhary. You are live on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot, and it's another live watch along today of the Indian Super League match, the upcoming game between FC Goa and Bengaluru FC, in what hopefully will be an exciting encounter between these two sides, as especially FC Goa want to get back to winning ways and want to try and maybe cause some problems to their famed rivals, who are currently top of the table with 16 points. So therefore, that would be an interesting one to see if BFC can continue their great start to this ISL campaign. Good evening, Naresh. Good evening, Gear on Rare as well. Guys, looking forward to this one because I'm not sure what can we expect because some changes in the lineups, especially with Goa, who of course have to change keeper, Harsh Tiwari in goal. In defense, Boris Singh, Ona India Uday, Sandesh Jingan is finally back. Akash Sangwan as left back. In the defensive position, Carl McHugh and Sahil Tawora. In the more attacking positions in midfield, Mohammad Yasir, Ayush Chetri, as well as Tarajic and Armandu Sadiku will be up front as the striker. So that's going to be the interesting one in regard to who is playing for FC Goa. So quite a few changes to the FC Goa squad. And meanwhile, BFC don't need too many changes, but there are a few changes. Rahul Beke, Sana Singh, Alexander Jovanovic, and Roshan Naurem in defense. In midfield, we have Capo Noguera, as well as Fanai and Rohit Dano on the wings, as well as up front, Sunil Chetri and Edgar Mendes. So some changes, some expected, some surprise. No Diaz today, exactly. Fanai starts today as well, quite interesting. So some changes. It seems to me, especially FC Goa, seem to have some injury concerns because if I look at the Goa bench, it has Nimdoji, Bryson Fernandez, Seriton Fernandez, Ikar Gorochena, Jay Gupta, Jackson as the backup goalkeeper, young Essing and Mohammad Nimil as substitutes, while BFC's substitute bench contains Morale Molla, Harsh Patre, Pereira Diaz, Ralte as a keeper, Mohamed Salah, Suresh Singh, Wangjam, Vineet Venkatesh, C. Fernandez, as well as S. Narayan. So therefore, that's the bench. Interested to see what these two teams can do and will do in this game, because I think all of us are hoping and wishing for an exciting encounter from the Fatorda as both the teams walk onto the pitch, as we see Sandesh Jingan, Rahul Beke, Sunil Chetri, Mahesh Naurem, and quite a number of BFC fans have made the way from Goa from Bangalore to Goa. And Giron Ray says maybe today BFC will use the backup keeper as well if they got good lead in game. Who knows? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think Gurpreet will want to miss any second of this game or of this season. So therefore, let's wait and see as the Indian national anthem is played at the Fatorda. Both the teams are ready for kickoff, as we see, quite a tense Manolo Marquez and Sunil, as well as the captains of the two sides today. Let's see what happens. A lot depends on Capo as well as Mendes, the two Spaniards who have set the Indian grounds on fire with their display and have been two of the key reasons why BFC have done so well so far this season. So that'll be interesting to see how they do. Good to see Mohamed Yassir in the starting lineup. He's had quite a bit of injury problems over the last few seasons, as we have the two captains shaking hands with the referees. Hi, Blue. My prediction, for the interest in the league, I would hope for FC Goa win. My gut, I would hope that, but I think my feeling is it's going to be a draw, if you ask me at this moment. So therefore, that will be interesting to see. Yes, Manolo Sandesh Paji is back. Keep an eye on Mendes today. He can score hat-trick. I feel. Let's wait. Do you think it will be a good decision to include Sandesh in November squad after playing today? He's got some game time. Manolo, I think for me, I think your namesake will decide because it's for him, because he sees him every day in training, unlike other coaches who don't, national team coaches who don't see their players on a regular basis. So from that perspective, it might be an advantage for him actually to have to be able to see Sandesh, so to say, every day in training. So I think that gives him an advantage. So therefore, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Sandesh actually gets included in the November window. It's good today, says Garen Rare. Crystal John, fourth referee, expect fireworks. Let's see. Why Suresh benched? I think Manolo, BFC is playing around with its bench. Let's see. I'm happy with the draw. Will help Mohun Bagan in long term. Yeah. Can you explain Mohun Bagan's statement regarding AFC in simple words? Naresh, very simply, the discipline committee looked at the matter. Normally, they would have handed out a financial fine and a 2 or 3 year suspension from AFC competitions, but they looked at the situation and said, okay, we respect the force majeure clause in these cases, but we're not allowing you back into the tournament, okay, and Udanta in the stands. And therefore there is no fine and we're letting you off. So yeah, that's in simple words. By the way, how force majeure works, in case of force majeure, means that there is a bigger reason than footballing reasons to a cancellation of a game. In this case, that's the reality. But but in this case, I think what the AFC wants to make clear is, to some extent, by not allowing Mohun Bagan back into the tournament, that you weren't right. No ban on us, right? No ban. My 4 centre backs in squad: Sana, Beke, Jingan, Mehta, Dropbo, Sangwan, and Roshan as left back. Let's see. Hi Ayush, welcome back. BFC testing bench strength. Simply Salah seems interesting option. So sir, India ranking points will not be deducted right now. Why deduct it? There is no deduction. We just don't get or lose points, right? Mohun Bagan stands as a big zero. Do you think Mohun Bagan Super Giant should have got banned? Manolo, I think, looking at options, looking at what happened, I think it's a fair judgment from the AFC. Again, whatever people say that AFC is biased, this, that, and everything, I think if you see the decision, I think it's a very, very fair decision from the Asian Football Confederation. As we count down here, at least what I'm watching here on OneFootball, the global feed, 1 second to go, and we have kickoff in this match from the Fatorda as BFC visit FC Goa for their game. So therefore, looking forward to this encounter. So let's see what the two teams can do. And as always, as we watch, like, share, and subscribe as always, and support Arun Foot here on YouTube. As Goa have the ball, interesting to see how their backup keeper does. Oh, Mendes on the ground. Interesting to see how Ritik Tiwari does. Interesting one. With Lakshman Katimani not even in the squad. So therefore, that's an interesting one to see how FC Goa reacts. Okay, that was a contact. Mendes and Carl McHugh, free kick in that first minute. Noguera and Mendes over the ball. First test. Noguera plays it. Okay, that was a training routine, but nothing much. Yeah, first foul in first minute. Boris returns to right back. Yeah, at least for this game. Again, I think Manolo is trying out a few things, seeing what works for BFC. Interesting also to see that Raul Beke stays a centre back and Sana playing as right back. Thought that they might switch positions. That hasn't happened. FC Goa intercept. Ball out to Drazic. Plays it to Mohamed Yassir into the box. And Raul Beke. It's first, yeah, close. My timestamps is 2:14, 2:15, 2:16. Seems like a back three. Let me see how they shape up. It looked to me that it was a right back Manolo. Danu plays it to Sunil. Sunil loses it. McHugh. FC Goa trying to combine nicely. And Jovanovic clears. Should Yassi be included in squad? Oh, that's a good question. It's all a matter of fitness, right? The question is, do we? Again, it's also a test match. Do we test some new players? Maybe, I don't know if Manolo wants to do that, or if we stick to the ones we have. Ball into the box and header for Drazic. Dejan Drazic. Manolo must have eyes on national team players as well. Yeah, surely he has. That's part of his job now, of his double job. You see, lose the ball. Fanai loses the ball. Let's see, go out with the ball. Play it back to their keeper. Sunil charging at the keeper, who plays it to Sangwan. Sangwan can't control it. Back to the BFC defense. Interesting to see how these two teams really set themselves up for this game. Sunil. Stopped there by Carl McHugh. Going now for FC Goa. Throw in Sangwan. Ayush loses the ball. Noguera. Oh, Noguera, very risky. Loses the ball in the end. But Mexico can't do anything with it. Yes, I do watch Premier League Dead Shark, but not as closely as I would say ISL or even more the Bundesliga. So Delhi air quality is very poor these days. Should ISL match need to be played in jail in Delhi? Yes, they need to be find alternatives. That's the other question. We've played them this year. I think the quality is poor, but it has been much, much worse, and matches have continued in Delhi. So for the moment, I think they'll continue there. BFC playing out from the back. Trying to combine themselves forward. Mendes loses the ball. Sandesh Chingan with it in an unusual area. To me, it doesn't look like a back three. No, it looks like that Sana is more of a right backer. Amanda Sadiku tries to stab it through, still has it. Sadiku at the first attempt, but no problem. Amanda Sadiku tries to backhit it, but then on the turn, the man who has 6 goals to his name, BFC tries to combine nicely forward, intercepted. Oh, very dangerous. Plays it back to his keeper. Akash Sangwan can keep it in. Also under pressure, but plays it forward. Ball to Drazic. That's a foul from Sana. Can Bayern win the title this season, or do you think Leverkusen will dominate this year as well? If we look at the table at this moment, Bayern play Union Berlin today, and Leverkusen played only a 0-0 draw against Stuttgart last night. Then it looks more like Bayern. Drazic with the ball and earns a corner. So for me, in the Bundesliga, if you ask me, it looks more like Bayern can win the title than Leverkusen defending theirs. But that's, again, early season, so let's see how it is in a few weeks' time. Corner for FC Goa after Drazic clears the ball. After Sana clears the ball against Drazic. So, corner for the hosts. All the big guys are up front. Someone with the corner. That's a long one. And in the end, cleared by Rohit Danu. Good. Rohit Danu, one of those boys we have seen in the youth national teams, hasn't he? Loses the ball. Mohamed Yassir, throw in BFC. Yeah, Rohit Danu, one of those boys that I like to see, I like to watch, but hasn't really lived up to expectations, I would say. Maybe expected more. Again, interception by FC Goa. Drazic on that left plays it to more. Accepted by Roshan. Boris allows the ball to roll out. Throw in FC Goa. Can they keep it? Yes, they can. Ayush. Sadiku out to Sangwan. Sangwan with an attempt. That's a good shot. Really good attempt by Akash Sangwan. But Gurpreet is behind the ball and easily gathers it. Good first attempt from an Akash Sangwan. Goa combining Ayush Chetri in the box, blocked by Fanai. And it's just a corner for FC Goa. Goa, the more active of the teams, mistake in combining Sadiku, Fanai, and Fanai's attempt blocked. Sorry, Ayush Chetri's attempt blocked by Fanai. Corner. Do you think Company will be able to handle such pressure given his lack of experience? That Shark at the moment, it's a mixed thing. Bundesliga doing very well, Champions League not so. So we'll have to wait and see. Corner into the box, but deflected for another corner to be taken once more by Mohammad Yasir. Oh no, rather draws it short as he plays it back. Boris Yasir will play it into the box, chips it in. FC Goa still have the ball. Saltavora plays it back to Sangwan, who tries to cross the ball. Cleared by Fanai. Suresh Wangjam being shown, who's on the bench today. Surely will not be happy about that, but again, I guess Gerard Zaragoza is rotating his squad. FC Goa on the right flank. Boris, Armando Sadiku, they're trying to combine in small spaces. That attempt is not dangerous from Mohamed Yasir. Supposedly a cross, which is overcooked. So in the first 11, 12 minutes now played. Looks like FC Goa have more of the ball, putting more pressure on their opponents. So that's something that surely Manolo will be happy about. FC Goa playing supposedly a 4-2-3-1 formation. Akash Sangwan wins the ball. Drazic plays it to Sadiku. Sadiku against Rahul Beke. Sadiku takes a shot. And that attempt is blocked by Rahul Beke. Goa all over BFC. Yeah, I agree, Manolo, but they've now had 2-3 good chances. They need to score. Otherwise, all that possession is worth nothing. As we know in football, we saw that yesterday. Nejme had much more possession, but East Bengal scored the winner and progressed from that group. So that's also a reality in football. Goa continue to keep possession. BFC lying deep at the moment. And lovely little turn from Mohammad Yasir, keeps the ball, but then Fanai and Roshan together get rid of the ball. Boris putting pressure on Fanai. Sorry, on Roshan. BFC on the other side. Throw in. BFC not happy. Zaragoza not happy. Throw in for the hosts. Let's see. Mendes was the last one touching the ball. Akash Sangwan tries a cheeky one past Noguera, but he understands, recognizes. Only a throw in for Goa. Loses the ball. That's a foul from Sangwan against Noguera. Free kick for BFC. We're in the 15th minute. And the ISL league leaders will not be happy. And BFC supposedly playing a 4-4-2. Let's see how they're shaping up. Roshan, Jovanovic, Beke, Sana, yeah. And then in midfield, Fanai, Noguera, Capo, and Danu, and then Sunil, as well as Mendes up front. So the 4-4-2, which I felt, ball Out to Sunil directly with a cross. But Sandesh Chingan knew what was coming against his long-time captain, leader, legend. These guys have played so many matches together, he would know. And Sandesh, with the body, blocks that attempt from Sunil into the box, where I think Fanai was lurking in the middle. Nothing happening there from that corner. Ritik Tiwari has the ball. Tall, lanky keeper, yeah. Oh, nearly spills it, but has it on the second attempt. Important for him also. The other end. Sana with the clearance. Rohitano with the header, but Saltawara intercepts. Baker gets to the ball. No action now in the midfield. Uncontrolled. Now Drazic. Sadiku. Akar Sangwan. Plays it to McHugh. Sangwan back to Sandesh. And he'll play it to his keeper. Boris. Tavora. McHugh. Sangwan. Put under pressure from Noguera. Drazic running at Sana. Now goes middle, goes wide. Boris. Saltawara. Mohamed Yasir. Carl McHugh. Plays it back to O'Day. Yeah, Goa trying to combine, who have 59% of the possession so far. And Boris earns a throw-in. 34 final passes, and Opala, Gurpreet spills it nearly. And Boris cross, but he collects. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Yeah, by trying to keep the ball in play and not to concede a corner, he loses it for that mini second and draws it was nearly there. Long ball. Again, the ball back with FC Goa. Thank you. Oday. Goa looked much more comfortable today. I don't know what you guys think than they have been so far this season. It looks much more settled, much more organized. Seems the coach has had time to work with his team. Agar someone plays it out to Drazic. Long ball by Gurpreet. No danger, no foul. Tiwari with the ball. Oh, loses it. Rohitano. Real Zaragoza doesn't look happy so far, and he can't be because I don't know what you guys think, but I so far feel that FC Goa are the much better team so far, but haven't utilized their half chances or one or two chances that they've had. Singh Sandhu now with the ball. Nearly 20 minutes played at the Fatorda between FC Goa and Bengaluru FC. A foul on Sadiku from Rahul Beke. Yeah. Getting on the back of the player and then clash of heads. That's a clear-cut foul. Agree. No. 100%. Nothing to discuss. Amanda Sadiku sitting over there. I don't know why. Now he's up. The Albanian striker. Okay, not given by the referee. Okay, interesting. Throw in for FC Goa. Rohitano, the last man to touch the ball for BFC. Scrappy from the league leaders so far, I have to say. Not the best that we've seen of BFC this season. This Jingan. Yeah, that foul was a little too soft. Not given. Agree, Manolo. Ball jumping up and down. Cleared for BFC. They surely will not be happy. So breathe, plays it straight to Akash Sangwan. Like you. Sadiku. Lovely pass to Drazic on the wing. Drazic now in the box. Can he get it in? Tries to get it in, but had gone out of play, I think. "23 minutes played. Fourth corner already for FC Goa. Akash Sangwan, a good one. Uday. Given us another corner. Uday, physically strong. Ball does not go out, but then does. Marcus, head coach of FC Goa, as well as the Indian national football team. Not the most exciting of matches, but some bit of intensity, of course, in it. Free kick for BFC. Sana, long forward. Counter, meanwhile. Drazic in the box. That's too long. BFC can clear. Aguera. Of course, against his former team. Drazic. Show some skills. But Capo clears. Bring the ball with Segoa trying to clear their lines. So what's evident to me is that ground in Goa isn't the best at the moment. Danu. And the ball possession part is even more clearer now with FC Goa 65 to 35%. Possession lost since defensive half thrice by FC Goa, but 17 times by BFC, which shows sort of, so to say, their problem today. BFC is not as solid as they normally are in their defensive play, but FC Goa haven't been able to take advantage of that. Combining Sadiku as the ball. Armando tries to play it through. Doesn't get it through. FC Goa keep the ball. Oh, that was a miss pass by Satavola, but Ian McHugh get the ball back. Uday, Sahil, Boris, and Fanai in the way. Sadiku plays it back to Mohamed Yasir. Crossover, important header. And Akash Sangwan wins the ball. Can he get it across to Sadiku? Was he pulled down? Akash Sangwan. Sana with the clearance. Rohit Danu against Sangwan. Raul Baker joins in. Let's see this again. Sangwan. No, there is nothing to call for a foul or a penalty. Sangwan into the arms of Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Yeah, the stats for Sangwan. 4 matches played, 2 assists, 6 chances created, 30 crosses so far. And interestingly, Jay Gupta no longer a starting player for FC Goa in that position. Sunil. The ball with Tiwari. Lose it again, FC Goa. BFC maybe on the counter. Rohit Danu with a long shot, but way off target. Long attempt, not long shot. Long attempt from Rohit Danu. Here we see it from behind the goal. Oh yeah, that was really wide. A little bit too overambitious. Rohit Danu, a player that I remember watching in his younger days. A very talented boy. And Jorge Pereira Diaz, who of course scored against the Blasters and celebrated that in style, on the bench today. As BFC have the ball against. Nearly half an hour gone. Uppala, that was offside from Mendes. Ball back with FC Goa. Half an hour, guys. Goa the better team, but quite boring. Can he get to it? Yes, Boris does get to it. Plays to Mohamed Yasir. Oh, nice ball towards Sadiku, cleared by BFC. Capo. Noguera on the ground. Yeah, the elbow up. Not intentional from Saltavora, but that does hurt. It's the drinks break after a little more than 30 minutes. Guys, what do you think? Those of you who are watching, what's your thoughts of the first 30 minutes? Goa to me looked the better of the two sides so far. And BFC need to do more, in my opinion. In my opinion, they have to do much, much more. But again, maybe on the other side, BFC can live with a 1-1 draw. A goalless draw in Goa, take the point home. That would be their second draw in 7 matches. They've drawn goalless in Mumbai. They won all the other 5 matches. So BFC would like to strengthen that position at the top of the table. Meanwhile, Manolo will want to keep those 3 points in Goa. Manolo will want to win this game and reignite their campaign in the ISL. Now we see the formation of FC Goa. Very interesting to see that Ayush Chetri actually is as high as Amando Sadiku. Saltavora dropping off. The wing backs are quite high as well. Akash Sangwan and Boris. And I said Saltavora as a holding 6, a little lower than Karmi Q. Meanwhile, BFC's so-called 4-4-2. Interesting. Sunil, the highest man forward. Noguera, a little ahead of Capo. And Roshan, much higher than Sana. So maybe that's why, Manolo, you might be thinking it's a 3-man backline, but actually it's a 4-man backline. So it's actually a 4-4-2. Good evening, Ishan. Yeah, good game. Jingan surely making his presence felt, but would I call it a good game? I don't know. Hasn't got the pace. Again, Goa better, but not the superb opportunities so far. Would I say BFC not near their best? And again, maybe lucky on the one or the other occasion so far. So therefore, from that perspective, yeah, we've seen much better games this season. Oh, it doesn't get to the ball. Drazic can play the ball out to Boris. Plays it across. Important interception by Jovanovic. Otherwise, Sadiko was already there, and that's a foul from Carl McHugh. Yeah, Carl McHugh on Rohit Danu. Still now, Goa seems to be more trying for the 3 points. Agree, Blue. Much more, I would say. And then Bengaluru FC, who seem to be happy with the point at this moment. Nearly 34 minutes played. Yeah, BFC not as impressive as they can be, and have been this season also. Noguera looking for Mendes, finds Mendes against Jingan. Sandesh has to be careful. Mendes now out of the box. Mendes turns. Oh, that's a good ball in, but very important save by Tiwari. Well done by Mendes, but Ritik Tiwari keeps his cool. Yeah, Mendes toying a little bit, That's a foul from Roshan on Mohammad Yasir. Yeah, hit out as his leg. Tiwari's got height, a rarity in young goalkeepers nowadays. Yeah, Ishan, very, very true. Let's see how far he can go. It's a free kick in the 36th minute. Drazic thinking of playing it short. Mohamed Yassir, that's a good ball in. Oh, and that's rather a clearance than a goalwards attempt by Uday, asking for a penalty, I think. Is he? Let's see. Comes in. Does Roshan hold him back? No, not enough. Not enough. Another cross into the box, and Drazic doesn't get to it. Throw in for Bengaluru FC, and we see how slowly Sana is literally walking towards the... No, not enough. Not enough for a penalty for Uday. Ball back again with FC Goa. Boris plays it to Yassir. Mohamed Yassir keeps it. Blocked by Roshan. Maybe a chance now for FC Goa, for Bengaluru to break. Ball out, and now Uday will try and play it to keeper Tiwari. And Tiwari, no nonsense, plays it out. And that's a foul on Mohamed Yassir by Roshan. Yes, I did read the latest news from Mohun Bagan regarding the message from the AFC. I think the AFC being lenient in this case, I would say. Three best centre backs for India, all playing today. Jingan, Baker and Sana. Yeah, agree. Free kick FC Goa. Uday. Yeah, one is always hoping that something will happen. 38th minute. Thank you. Plays it back to his keeper. Tiwari with a long ball. Naurem, sorry. Roshan Naurem. Fanai. Keeps the ball. Is he going to lose it? No, it doesn't. Jovanovic under pressure. Plays it to Sana. Now Sana has space in front of him. And FC Goa are able to clear. Ayush on that right wing, on that left wing, sorry, trying to play through, but loses the ball. A little bit selfish there from Ayush Chetri. But I think Anwar did play well in AFC Challenge League, so we can consider him as one of the best also. But Blue, he was playing as a right back and not as a centre back mainly, right? He played a little bit centre back instead of playing mainly as a right back. Long ball forward, but Tiwari will have it. So therefore, yeah, Anwar turned into another right back, maybe his future position for the international teams, well, who knows? Hi, Mourinho. So, do you think Mohun Bagan should appoint legal team of Anwar and take AFC for a ride? Not going to happen. Oh, only a corner. Albeke against Drazic. Nah, I think there are people who've spoken to the AFC to thank. They know who are they and what they've done to ensure that Mohun Bagan didn't get a deserved punishment, what I would say. Commentators are saying it's a four-man backline with Sana staying behind as compared to Roshan. Looks like a three-man backline at times. Yes, it does. But again, it's a four-man backline. Sana is a right back. It's not as attacking-minded as Roshan. Akash Sangwan is very consistent. Very rarely do we see him have a bad game. Agree, Ishan? Corner for Goa, Sandesh goes up high in the sky, doesn't get to it. Tavora again to Akash Sangwan, who is pushed by Nogueira and earns a free kick. Yeah, he earns a free kick for Goa. Yeah, that's too physical from Nogueira. There we see that corner. Sandesh doesn't get to it, flies past the ball. So what happens if Manolo gets fired by FC Goa first good performance? Will AF start paying him then? I guess he gets some compensation. So I guess yeah. So therefore, I don't see AFF paying him anytime soon. Not before the 1st of July, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, 1st of June. What are your thoughts on Anwar playing a CDM centre back? Is his best position, in my opinion. And if you need him as right or left back, maybe as a backup option. Free kick, FC Goa, 42nd minute. Akash Sangwan into the box, again cleared by BFC. Mohammad Yasir on the other side is going to put it in with his left foot, does nicely, and BFC once more can clear. Uday, Sandesh Ingan plays it on to Ayush. Oh, nice idea from Sadiku. And BFC are all over the place. And that's an attempt from Tavora, who scored some crazy goals. And his time is Hyderabad, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Oh, missed huge shot from Ayush. And then Sadiku opportunistic, but BFC somehow survive. And then it wasn't actually that bad from Tavora. Just maybe needed a little bit more distance, and then he could have gotten it on goal. Goal kick, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Sandesh clears. Come forward. Oh, Sana loses it, and Drazic clears it for a throw-in. Ayush has looked erratic today. Yeah, Ishan, I agree on that one. Not been his best. Maybe trying to prove something, trying to get into the team. Touches tonight, most by Sangwan, then Boris, Yasir, Mekyu, and then Tavora. So all FC Goa players amongst the top 5. Mendes doesn't know why the referee gives a foul. Yeah, good shielding from Sandesh. He knows what to do and how to. This is the class of Sandesh Jingan. Free kick for Bengaluru FC. 44th minute. Is it going to be Nogueira? No, it's Fanai. Or is it now? It's Nogueira in the end. That's nicely put into the box. Cleared by Jingan. Cleared by Boris. And then out of the danger zone. Jingan bodying Edgar Mendes once again. Love to see an Indian centre back doing that. Yeah, that's the physicality part of Sandesh Jingan, which I don't think any other Indian centre back has in that way. A long ball. And that goes out. No chance for Sunil to get to it. BFC are not at their best today. They are not at their best today, and that is showing in this game. It is showing. We are in the final seconds of the first half. 45 minutes now gone. 2 minutes of added time. It's still 0-0 between Bengaluru FC visiting FC Goa. at the Fatorda. Gerard Zaragoza doesn't look happy, and he can't be. Goa have been the better team with the better chances, better opportunities, but not with the goal. So that is the one thing that if Manolo wants to be unhappy about with his squad, is that they haven't been able to score. Otherwise, FC Goa have done everything right in this game against the league leaders. That's the challenge now for Goa. BFC potential attack. Rohit Danu trying to earn a corner. And the throw in against Akash Sangwan. Good fight between the two. And Akash with that touch which allows the ball to roll out. Again, Rohit trying to earn a corner. But earns a throw in. Again against Akash Sangwan. Sana tries to find Edgar Mendes. Oh, that's a foul or Carl McHugh. And the referee's going to give it. And a yellow card for Mendes for that challenge. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Flying tackle. Ball gone. No chance of getting the ball. And then the players show this like, I didn't do anything. I didn't touch him. Nothing happened. Yeah, not working. That really hurt. Carl McHugh, whose job normally is to clear up and not to get hit. Manuel Marquez should be happy with the way his team is played, but will not be happy with the result. Tiwari with the long one. Go with the ball. Free kick given against Armando Sadiku. Yeah, puts his hand on the head of Capo. Actually, not a dangerous one. It looks more like he's saying everything good. And that's the halftime whistle at the Fatorda. It is goalless between FC Goa and Bengaluru FC in this ISL game on Saturday, the 2nd of November. Let me have your thoughts, guys. What do you think about this first 45? As I've been saying, I thought Goa, the much more active, proactive side, better side, and BFC sort of getting away with things, in my opinion. But it's goalless at the break. So Blue says BFC defense is so good, even in their bad days, they are getting carried by that defense. Blue, very, very, very right. That's, I think, the strong point. If you see Jovanovic, impeccable. If you see Raul Beke in there, if you watch also Sana coming in, Roshan in there, they've given little space to FC Goa. Let's be honest about it. It wasn't that there wasn't, but otherwise they've done well because it is a weaker match or weaker performance by BFC so far, in my opinion. So therefore, so far, I think they can live with this draw, and I think BFC need to do more in that second 45 to get something out of this game, because so far, if there was anything, I would have said it is something for FC Goa to get the points, and that's I think the challenge for Goa now, to try and get the points. But so far, nothing has happened, and it's goalless here I'm saying at the Fatorda. Between these two and sides, and they won't be happy, I guess, with this result. Manolo will be hoping that his team can turn things around. I think that's going to be his aim, his ambition, that his team can turn things around and try and get a result out of this. But so far, it's not been the day of BFC. So therefore, let's wait and see. Hi Kumar, welcome back. So that's the status. Not much actually to talk about in this first 45, right? It's like a half of it could have been, should have been, but wasn't. And in the end, I would say, so let's wait and see. Lou, with an interesting question, will Manolo get sacked with this poor performance in Goa? I thought the performance was good. It's just there's one thing missing, and that's the goal. If you ask me, that's the only thing missing so far. If Goa score a goal, lead 1-0, 2-0, I think BFC can't say anything against that. And that's, I think, the reality of things at this moment. And so therefore, for me, I don't see Manolo, Manolo is, at this moment, I would think, might be wrong, but I would think he is secure. It's just a question of if Goa can score off their opportunities, off their chances. As I said, they look better today than their opponents, but they haven't been able to score. But otherwise, again, if PFC score 1 or 2 goals in that second 45 and suddenly they go ahead, then Manolo has a huge problem once again, because then the questions will be asked. Is Manolo still the right coach to coach FC Goa and take them into the future? Or should FC Goa look at another manager? Because that question then suddenly will crop up. And at the moment, again, I don't think that question is there. But we know how football is, how football works, how football operates. That question can suddenly crop up out of the blue, out of nowhere. And suddenly Manolo has this whole discussion around him with people asking, is he still the right manager for FC Goa? And then the question, of course, also then is he the right manager for the Indian national team, right? That's going to be something which will be asked. So therefore, for me, very difficult to say. But at this moment, again, if I look at the performance looks good. It's just that the results haven't clicked for FC Goa. And does he crack under that double pressure of having to coach the national side besides having to coach a club side? That's the other maybe big question that there is most probably in there for Manolo to answer, for himself also, if it's the right thing or the wrong thing. But at the moment, I would say, most Goa fans don't like Manolo's style, they're saying in social media. Blue, that's also something, right? It is not Manolo with his style. That's a very good point. Manolo with the style that he wants to play, and he does play, and the style or the let's put it this way, the football philosophy that FC Goa has shown over the years since the first day when Zico was the head coach, in my opinion, don't match. So that's something which is a reality, right? So therefore, from that perspective, I would say it's a challenge for him. And again, injuries don't seem to help. Katimani now out, the goalkeeper is not there. Raul Borges not there. So some of the players who Sandesh Chingan has come back, Ika Guruchena, so therefore a lot of heres and theres. So it will be interesting to see what he actually does, and is he able to turn things around with BFC for himself and be really successful in the long run? That will be the question. For next season, Toral should be in BFC as a midfielder. Aman, why? I mean, why? I would be interested to know from you. Why would you say that? I mean, John Toral, I thought in the last game against Odisha showed, the first glimpses of what this player most probably can play. So therefore, from that perspective, I think John Toral is the perfect fit for Mumbai City. So therefore, yeah, that's it. And of course, yes, Blue also saying Borja Herrera, of course, also being missed by FC Goa. So therefore, these injury problems, inconsistency of players is, and therefore that's something which is a reality of things, and therefore, yeah, we have to live with injuries. And we saw last season Sandesh getting injured at the Asian Cup. Before that, Victor Rodriguez getting injured, and suddenly FC Goa not there as they were earlier. Why ISL teams are not there in AFC Elite? Very simple, Aman, because we're not good enough. Our teams are, our best teams play in the ECL2 and ECL2 qualifiers, so it's 1+1. And in this year, Mohun Bagan were part of the ECL2, and East Bengal played in the qualifiers, lost, and have had to go down to the AFC Challenge League, which of course they won their group yesterday, and now in the quarters. So that's, so to say, the reality of why Indian clubs are not in the elite, because we're just not good enough for that level of football, right? So that's also something which is there, and we see the attacking options there, and let's see, Akash Sangwan, 2 shots, 1 on target, 7 crosses, 8 passes into the final third. So yeah, attacking intent from him, and most of the possession was in the midfield, and or otherwise actually in the BFC half. So BFC only with a 14.4 penetration into the FC Goa final third. Can we qualify next year? No, we can't. I don't even think we can qualify in the next 2 cycles. We're quite a bit away from playing in the top tier AFC Champions League elite. Indian clubs are not at that level, and yeah, that's something which is also there as a reality. Another, how good are the River Plate Boca Junior Bruce players? Does their good European counterparts? Yeah, River Plate, Boca, other clubs in Argentina produce very, very good talent. Yeah, so equal. Yeah, I don't know if equal or not, but they are up there. By the way, this season BFC resembles last season's score, but do you agree BFC has better bench strength, which most already had? Looks like it at the moment, Blue. But the question is again, if one or two, if let's say if Capo gets injured, does that solidity in defensive midfield, does that suddenly break down? If let's say Capo and Jovanovic are out, does this team still play like this? I'm not sure. So I think there are 2, 3, 4 players who are very, very crucial. Interesting to see when Suresh comes on, because I think Suresh Wagjam gives them a certain level of energy as well. So interested to see how they handle this whole situation. Right. What I haven't done today, as I always do or sometimes forget to say, is like, share, and subscribe. 13 likes so far for this video. So if you're watching it and liking what you're seeing, do leave a like behind, share as well amongst your friends if you think it's good, and also do subscribe to the channel. 1887, and yeah, slowly moving to the 2000. Thanks a lot. And also do watch the other videos that I do produce on a regular basis, or actually on a daily basis. Yesterday about East Bengal reaching the knockouts. Before that, the Halloween special about asking the question, is Indian football dead? Before that, what kind of leadership does Indian football need? And of course, a few days ago, Indian football fans, don't stop supporting Indian football, and also who's to blame for this mess in Indian football. So do watch all of those, which are the videos that I've been producing. And as always, thank you very, very much for your support. BFC has good Indian players. Yes, Aman, that is very, very true. They have very, very good players. 3 new foreigners who impressed you. 3 new foreigners who impressed me. Capo will be in that list, surely. He's going to be there. give them more time. I think the others will most probably be John Toral and McLaren. I think Jay McLaren, those would be most probably the ones, the little that I've seen, the potential that they have. Let's see if they can get it through the season. I think that's going to be the big question for all three of them. But potential, of course, is there with all three of those players. So therefore, yeah, let's wait and see if they can really pull that off, or if they cannot. That would be an interesting one, you know. So therefore, that is that. It's BFC at defense versus Goa attack. That's it. Yeah. Aladdin Ajarai. Yeah. Great start to the season. Brilliant. Actually, not great start. Brilliant start to the season. But I'd like to see more of him, because if you look at from where Toral, from where McLaren comes from, and also from Capo, I rate them higher at the moment. But again, there are these guys who've done they've done well. So let's wait and see what happens. Both the teams are coming back onto the field, so we're close to kickoff of the second 45 minutes. It's still goalless at the Fatorda. Sad to see that the stadium is again once more very relatively empty. See quite a number of FC Goa fans in that upper tier, but otherwise that stadium not as full as it has been in the past. So yeah, not that many fans in Goa at that game, and yeah. Another wide range and produce academy players, unlike their rival Barcelona. Their philosophy is like go for Galacticos project. Kumar, it's not fully right. They produce players themselves. Iker Casillas was a product of theirs. Raul is a product of theirs. Dani Carvajal is a product of theirs. So to say that they don't, Barca, I think at the moment are forced to do it because Barca has too much debt, right? And therefore that's the main reason. East Bengal have to play 4 matches from 2nd to 12th March. Let's see what the AFF does. The ISL authorities as FSDL does with the fixtures. If the one or their fixture might be pulled this way or that way, but again, it's actually a normal thing, right? If you look at European football, if you look at other football as well, yeah, that's. It's going to be, it's about scheduling, about how you're doing it, and again, by the time that the playoffs come, the quarterfinals of the AC Challenge League come, is East Bengal still there in a competition of the ISL? We'll have to see. So those are also questions. Aradak have 19 national team players. Yeah, Manol, de facto they are the national team of Turkmenistan. Yesterday they lost their first ever match. And in their history, I think 61 matches unbeaten, or was it 61 matches? I think if I read it right, unbeaten. So the first ever loss since the creation of the club was yesterday in the AFC Challenge League. So let's see. Jingan came and Goa getting clean sheet. Yeah, Manolo, could be the case. Not sure if it is the case. We will know. What happens. But to me, so let's wait and see what happens with that game. And as we have Goa directly back in the attack, Drazic in the box, Drazic with an attempt, and Rahul Beke in the way. Incredible to see the development of Rahul Beke in the last few years. Arkadak had an unprecedented streak. It's literally unreal. Yeah, Blue, it is. And yeah, if East Bengal win qualifiers, then 3 teams can qualify. If they win the AFC Challenge League, yes, then 3 teams could be playing next year continental competition. Corner for Goa, 47th minute. Good one, but cleared by Sunil. Ball back to Akar Sangwan. And he will try and take an attempt. Oh, that was wayward. Well, Al-Kazakhs and foreigners in January, they don't have any blue. I honestly don't follow Turkmenistan football. I will not be able to tell you what the transfer strategy of that club is or not is. Again, I think they will try and win the competition and they will have the backing. So let's wait and see what happens. At the moment, and Aman says East Bengal should sign for defensive midfielder. Let's see what East Bengal do. Mohamed Yasir keeps it in. Plays it back to Boris. Bad touch from Drazic, but has it back. Drazic in the box. Yeah, but Susev. Oh, that ball. Armando Sadiku and just about cleared by Raul Beke. Wow, what was that from Roshan? Lucky FC Goa in this situation. Goa trying to combine in the box. Roshan trying to clear, hits Armando Sadiku, and just about, no, it wasn't Beke, it was Sana who cleared. Roshan trying to clear, Sadiku chests it, and Sana just about clears it. Oh, and there you see the reaction from Jorge Pereira Diaz. Now BFC. No Guerra. Ball's gone out. Throw in FC Goa. BC trying to go on. Oh, that's a foul from Uday. Oh, that's a foul from Uday. He gets a yellow card. Oh, that is not a nice way of back to the ref. Yeah, the first one, not a foul, but the second one. The first one isn't. The second one clearly is, and that's a bookable offense. Yellow card for the Goa captain, Uday, on India. Let's see, BFC is more proactive. Mistake from Roshan. It's more that situation. Yeah, that's a foul on Naguera. No discussion. And Armando Sadiku still thinking, how could I not score off that opportunity? Roshan with the ball in the box. Sunil doesn't get to it. Over. Cooks it. Roshan. We've had a very good start to this ISL season, one has to say. FC Goa throw in 51st minute. Jovanovic just gets to it over to Boris. Soon comes charging, mistake. Fanai, Capo, Roshan. Plays it back to Gurpreet. Sadiku charging. A mistake, that's the problem. But again, Goa unable to control it. Fanai with the ball. He's got Roshan to go with him. Roshan against Boris. Noguera. There's no one on the right. Loses the ball. And that's a foul against Carl McHugh. And Carl McHugh says, how? Let's see that. Carl McHugh. Nah, that's not enough for a foul. Sorry. There's a little bit of contact, but that's not a foul. It's a contact sport at the end of the day. Noguera likes to go down easily. Free kick for BFC. Mendes standing over it, having a conversation with Sunil. Sunil walks away. Guerra also coming. And this will try and attempt or go straight into the wall. Throw in BFC. Yeah, that's been the afternoon or evening for BFC so far. That sums it up into the legs of Carmacue. Not the best of games from BFC so far, but they've had more of the ball than in the first session, the first few minutes of that second half. Oh, lovely done. Armando Sadiku loses the ball, charging. Gurpreet plays it out to Beke, plays it back to Gurpreet. Jovanovic. It's an attempt. And Roshan into the outstretched arms of Ritik Tiwari. No problem for the young keeper. Ritik Tiwari, not too much pressure. And Jorge Pereira Diaz sitting on that bench. Armando Sadiku, can he win it? Yes, he does. Gets it across to Dejan Drazic. Drazic with a shot, but over. Dejan Drazic. Getting too ambitious. And the angle wasn't bad, but way, way over. Armando Sadiku must still be thinking about that opportunity he had, which he didn't or couldn't score. Mistake from Roshan. Hits the chest of Armando Sadiku, and Sana just about clears that one. And Sadiku directly knows, oh God, that is the chance of the match. Jinglan Sana Singh playing very well today in that back line of BFC. There we see Armando with 6, Borja 4, Udanta and Sangwan 2. And it looks like Alex Jovanovic with problems. Jorge Pereira Diaz comes on. Interesting to see how BFC now restructure their back line. Boris with a long ball forward onto Mohamed Yassir. Capo moves into the back line. Interesting. Pedro Capo is one of those players who've really liked so far since he's come on. Meaning coming into India. Before that was playing for Deportivo Eldense in Spain, in Valencia. Plays in the Segunda. corner to be taken by Mohammad Yasir. A lot of pushing and shoving going on in front of Gurpreet. All the tall boys in there in the mix. Jorge Pereira Diaz nearly hugging Sandesh. All into the box, and that's cleared by BFC. Tabora. Cleared by BFC. Pereira Diaz keeps it in. No, sorry, that's Mendes. Mendes against Akash Sangwan. Gets it across, but cleared by Uday. Akash Sangwan tries to find Dejan Drazic, cleared by Suresh. Ball back with Suresh. Alberto Noguera. Noguera plays it wide. Pereira Diaz, chance maybe for Sunil, and Detective Tiwari takes no risks. Pereira Diaz deflected ball, and that was looping weirdly for the keeper. So Ritik took no chances that it could bounce against the crossbar and then come back into the game and be a problem for him. Well done by the young keeper. Again, now pushing and shoving at the other end. Second corner for FC Goa. Second corner to BFC. 8 to FC Goa so far. Shows you, I think, where and how this match has been going. Yeah, interesting conversation was probably going on between Jorge Pereira Diaz and Uday in Spanish. Sandesh clears ahead of his goalkeeper, and there might be a chance to break. Oh no. PFC deny that. Much more involved from Bengaluru FC in the second session. Some would say it was expected. I think anything else would have been a surprise. Nearly now an hour played. Sadiku, Ayush can't get it on. Sunil Fanai back to Rahul Beke. Capo. Noguera. Noguera beats Sahil Tavora. Noguera to Mendes, plays it on to Mohamed Salah, but Salah doesn't get to it. That's the technical class of Alberto Noguera. Just 1 second, I'll just be back. Here I am again. Sorry for that. BFC more involved so far in the first 15 minutes of the second session. It's still goalless between FC Goa and Bengaluru FC at the Fatorda. Goa now. That wasn't the best of passes. Mohamed Salah runs it off. And Ayush Chetri. Was that a foul on Noguera? Not only Ayush Chetri, but the whole FC Goa bench is up, saying that I played the ball. Yeah, you did, but you also played the man, so that foul can be given. Let's see. Yeah, too dangerous. The referee has to give that, even though you played the ball, more of the ball than of the man. Yellow card to the young Ayush Chetri. Of course, used to play for Aizawl FC in the past. those of you who are liking this watch along, leave a like behind, share. If you want to come back for more content, also a subscription. 18 likes so far. And that's a goal. Armando Sadiku. Who else? Who else would score for FC Goa than their Albanian talisman? 1-0 for the hosts. And that is more than deserving. Yes, Tuhin, Dark Knight, Armando Sadiku with the opening goal for FC Goa, his 7th of this ISL campaign. The FC tried to play, can't clear their lines, mistake from Capo, and Mohamed Yassir, easy pass across to Sadiku. Suresh can't get to it, and then Suresh makes it impossible for Gurpreet to clear. Mohamed Yassir, and no, it's a combination of Roshan and Suresh, and Armando Sadiku gives the Gores the lead, deserving lead to the Gores, who have been the better of these two sides. "64 minutes. This game will now open up. Nogueira plays it forward for Jorge Pereira Diaz, doesn't find him. Mohamed Salah looking for Sunil. Sunil Chhetri against Akar Sangwan. Back to Roshan. Roshan keeps the ball against Drazic. Mohamed Salah. Mendes keeps the ball. Nogueira out to Salah. Salah's going to try and cross the ball. Nice ball into the box. Sunil. Oh, that's not a handball from Sunil. Sadiku keeps the ball. Plays it on to Drazic. McHugh. Ayush Chhetri. Mohamed Yassir. Yeah, Capo gifted that goal. Boris. Back to Sahil Tabora. Boris. Mohamed Yassir. Plays it across to Drazic, who keeps it in, but loses out to Roshan. And now BFC. Fanai. Suresh. And this, with the league table looks like this, then BFC would stay on 16 points, top of the table. But FC Goa would now have 9 and become 5th, pushing that bunch of 4 teams on 8 points below them. So that makes that table much, much more interesting if FC Goa win today. Boris. Sahil. Mohamed Yassir. Ayush. Boris. Into the legs of Fanai. Mohamed Salah. And Fanai clears only to the opponent. Lucky to get it back. Plays it to Rahul Beke. Rahul Beke through to Jorge Pereira Diaz. Jorge Pereira Diaz turning. Plays it to the other side to Mohamed Salah on the left. Salah with a nice little cross. Could be a ball for Sunil, but nobody there. Chhetri. Ayush Chhetri. Drazic. Dejan Drazic finds Armando Sadiku, gets the ball back from Sadiku. Drazic in the box and is dispossessed by Rahul Beke. Nice little dig towards Drazic, and Beke uses his power. Yeah, the physicality to avoid a corner or even worse, a penalty. That's the development of Raul Beke in the last few years. Fanai Noguera. Pereira Diaz. Someone doesn't get to it. Pereira Diaz looking for options. Jorge Pereira Diaz. And earns a corner for Bengaluru FC. Can't make you not happy. Shiva Shakti ready to come on. Oh, mistake from BFC after the corner. Counter attack for FC Goa. Who's this? Mohamed Yasir. Plays it to Boris. Looking for Sadiku. And they've lost it. Can Sunil keep it in? Yes, Sunil keeps it in, but Pereira Diaz clearly offside. And the ball is back with FC Goa. Mohamed Yasir. Oh, goes down. Is there contact? I don't know. Oh, Mohamed Yasir showing. He has to go off. While Sunil at the other end comes off for BFC. And Shiva Shakti Narayanan comes on. It's more the goal mistake from Capo, intercepted smartly by the Goans, and then somehow the other Sadiku gets the ball in. Saltavora, Mohamed Yasir squares it, and with the help of two opponents, the ball is in. Armando Sadiku is 7th of the season, as many as Ajaray. Both of them have 7 goals now. Yeah, now to confirm, Wilmer Jordan Gill has 5. Borja and Jesus Jimenez have 4 each so far. Now Goa. Oh, that was a risky one from Carl McHugh. Bryson also on the field. Just to see what is substitutions, what kind of effect they have. Yeah, that's a foul from Jorge Pereira Diaz. And he knows that better than anybody else. The man who's played for Mumbai City as well as for the Kerala Blasters. Akash Sangwan trying to get it into the middle. But that's a corner now for AFC Goa, who lead after 71 minutes. Would be the first loss of the season for Bengaluru FC. If they lose this, AFC Goa, if they want to remain in the title hunt, they would need this home win, these 3 points. Akash Sangwan to take the corner. Good placed into the box, but cleared by Raul Beke. Boris with a wild swing. A wild swing. Goa have the lead. Gerard Saragossa will not be happy. Not a good game by his team so far. Oh, mistake from... And that's a goal. What was Gurpreet Singh Sandhu thinking? Bryson Fernandez just chips it into the empty net. 2-0 FC Goa. What a goal from Bryson. What a goal and what a mistake from Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. 2-0 FC Goa. A world-class chip from Bryson Fernandez into an empty Bengaluru FC net. Once more, gets the ball. Gurpreet wants to play it. Disturbed by Rahul Beke to Gurpreet. Disturbed by Armando Sadiku, and then Bryson chips it into an empty net. What a goal. And yes, Gurpreet has saved a lot for BFC, but this terrible blunder. Chance there for BFC at the other end. Pereira Diaz. Sadiku, Ajaray, Roy Krishna, my front three in ISL Fantasy. You could have done worse, I would say. Would be my opinion on that. The unknown, that's a good attacking strike force to have. And now, interesting to see, being in the 74th minute, if BFC can come back tonight, or if this will be the first loss of this ISL campaign. Noguera plays it forward. Uday, oh, mistake. Pereira Diaz, didn't realize Sandesh moved away. Bryson. Throw in BFC. Capo. Noguera. Noguera tries to find Siva Shakti, doesn't find him. Go to Akash Sangwan. McHugh. BFC. Pereira Diaz. Pereira Diaz tries a long ranger, but no threat. To the goal of FC Goa, who suddenly lead 2-0. Who would have thought that? Two mistakes by BFC. First by Capo, Pedro Capo, with an easy giveaway, and Armando Sadiku with the goal. And then Gurpreet Singh Sandhu doesn't play out the easy pass, put under pressure by Armando Sadiku, and then plays the ball to Bryson, who just chips the ball into the goal. Rahul Beke can't intercept. And now at the drinks break, with 75 minutes plus played, FC Goa lead. And that's something, which 2-0. Two mistakes from BFC and FC Goa lead. Wow, who would have thought that? And Bryson, what a goal from this young player. A brilliant goal to give FC Goa the Gauze, the 2-0 lead. As Manolo Marquez talks to his players, I think he's trying to say, guys, play on. Don't stop playing football, and try and get maybe a third. And then this game is in the bag for FC Goa, for the Gauze, who will be very, very happy. And who would have thought such a result in such a match, in such a way also. I think that's the FC Goa team were the better team throughout, but we're having the problems to create chances for themselves. But then two mistakes from BFC, the best defense so far in this ISL. Here we see the mistake from Gurpreet. Takes too much time. Sadiku charging on him, doesn't get it. Bryson gets the perfect touch, and Rahul Beke not in a position to clear the ball. What a goal by Bryson Fernandez. And FC Goa leading 2-0 against BFC. They'll be worried. And you see, serious face from Gurpreet. He knows it's his mistake. And interesting stat, BFC are trailing for the first time in the ISL this season. So they haven't been in this situation to turn things around, as Ikar Guruchina gets ready to come on for the Gores. Cleared by Capo. Sandesh. Drazic keeps the ball. Plays it to Bryson. Bryson in the box. Just couldn't sort out his legs. And he knows himself. Well done by Drazic. And then Bryson, that middle step. Couldn't do better in that instance. That ball's going to go out. Throw in for FC Goa. Will be happy with this result. Not only them, but the rest of the league. As Armando Sadiku is set to come off. And Iker Goruchena set to come on. Like for like. Little bit of a different striker. Iker Goruchena than Armando Sadiku. But Sadiku doing his job very, very well so far this season for FC Goa. And they'll be happy as Goruchena comes on. Armando Sadiku, 7 goals in 7 matches. That's a statement. Bryson, now Baker now with the ball, plays it back to Capo. Mohamed Salah chips it to to Mendes, and Tiwari comes in as Shiva Shakti was charging in. It looks good the way that the FC Goa defense are playing today. Clearly, Sandesh Chingan's return has strengthened that back line. And that proves, of course, Sandesh being a special defender in Indian terms. Capo plays it to Shiva Shakti. Noguera. Fanai Noguera. It's going to play it to Rahul Beke. Yeah, it's going to do that. Now, Mohun Bagan Supergen have a chance to go top. Yeah, they theoretically have. Foul. As the 80th minute has crossed, we're now in the 81st. Noguera with the ball out towards, and that's cleared by Boris. Goa with the ball. Drazic, too selfish. And this wants a foul. Doesn't get it. Let's see. Is there a foul? There is no foul. I'm on the Sadiku's stats tonight. 1 goal, 1 assist, 3 shots on target, 2 out of 3 in target, so not bad. What's your take on AFC's communication tomorrow, Subajan? I think it's fair for both sides. Yeah, I would think so. I think there are people in the background in Indian football who had a word with the AFC and not to be too harsh, and I think that worked. But it wasn't the AFF, to be very clear on that. So, yeah, therefore, I would say it's okay. The AFC had to do something. But I think this also proves that the AFC is not biased against any of the clubs as some of these so-called football fans and experts have been claiming. So therefore, rather get the work done than, BS. the fans all the time. Guru Chena in the box. The other end. Do you think there's a possibility of a BFC comeback, or is it done? What do you think, guys? 2-0 FC Goa. Looks to me like it's not going to be BFC's evening. Well, if you want to believe that, Guardiola, go ahead and believe it. That's Indian football has gotten so many favors out of the AFC that AFC, anyone in India who says that AFC is biased against India doesn't understand football and shouldn't be actually, shouldn't be talking about these things. But hey, BFC, now I've got more of the ball, but if they can get one goal in, could make it interesting. Counter-attacking move. Better ideas. Wins, or no, Capo. Mendes, sorry. Wins the foul. Throw in BFC. So BFC's undefeated run ends here. Looks like it. Better ideas. What is he trying to do? No. Not working out today for these guys. FC can defend. 85 minutes gone. Siva Sakti. Boris clears without danger. I'm not saying they are biased against India, but show towards Middle Eastern clubs. Example: foreign rule changes to give to give them an edge. Guardiola, it was discussed in the relevant AFC bodies. Did anyone from Japan, Korea, China, Australia raise a word against it? No, they didn't. It was a proposal. So does it give them an edge? Potentially. The others could also go for 11 foreigners, but they don't want to do that. So there is this bias talk is just, it's rubbish, right? And I'm fed up of hearing, people talking about these kind of things. What is Bryson trying to do in the 86th minute, trying to play the ball to the corner? Play football, young man, and it's a goal kick. In the 86th minute, someone is trying to go to the corner. I mean, if Manolo was a good coach, he would get that guy and just say, listen, you scored a great goal, but I'm taking you now off. FC Goa's next upcoming matches: Punjab FC on the 6th, Blasters on the 28th, and Hyderabad FC on the 4th of December. Pereira Diaz keeps the ball, and too selfish. Pereira Diaz. That's his problem. BFC Keep the ball. Shiva Shakti has had limited impact since coming on. Roshan. Good cross, potentially, but too close to the goal. And BFC's upcoming fixtures are on November 8th at home, Northeast United, and then on the 27th of November away in Kolkata, and then face Odisha. Morimul Mullah comes on for Edgar Mendes, who hasn't been able to perform to the level that he has in the past for BFC. But again, that's a general question that can be asked about the attacking line of BFC today. Ayush Chetri also walking off. It's an interesting debut of a youngster, Tomba Singh. Tomba, of course, a big name in the past, former India captain even, player of the year. Stylish, creative midfielder. 89th minute. And FC Goa is smartly running down the clock. Guru Chena plays it to Bryson. Overlaps to Boris and Guru Chena. Guru Chena not happy that he doesn't get the ball from Bryson back. Throw in BFC. It's going to be a goal kick. Last minute of regulation time at the Fatorda with FC Goa leading 2-0 against Bengaluru FC with Jovanovic and Sunil Chetri sitting on the bench, and Sandesh Chingan fighting Pereira Diaz. Pereira Diaz trying to pick on all players, but doesn't get the support now that he most probably needs from Morinul Molla and Siva Sakti. Hi Roshan, yes, very, very deserved win. At least the matches that I've seen so far, the poorest performance from BFC and FC Goa. Even that result, could have been even one goal higher, I would say. BFC not really in this game. And therefore, I would say more than deserving lead and win for FC Goa if they win it. Interesting, in last 20 minutes, 67% possession for BFC. 0 shots on target, while FC Goa had 5 shots and 1 on target in the last 20 minutes. And that, I think, sums it up how the match has been for these. Ritik Tiwari, the young keeper for FC Goa, not really tested. Sandesh Chingan back in defense. That's added stability. And looking at this game, I also think they should be called up for the national team. I don't know what Manolo thinks, but looking at this game, to me at least, Sandesh Chingan surely should be called up, needs to be called up. Last season's Goa coming back blue. Could be very well be. Could very well be, but let's see. It's of course one match, but again, against the team which has been the strongest so far. So therefore, that is something. 5 minutes of added time. So in my opinion, strong performance from FC Goa. And I think this talk about Manolo, 2 jobs, he's unable to do it. At least that ends for a few days today. And that's going to be Interesting to see how they progress, because they moved to 9 points. And that's another goal for FC Goa. Dejan Drazic with a third. Game, set and match for the Gors. Undeserving, as I said, a third goal was not so undeserving. Great game by FC Goa, deserving win on this night, and BFC totally outplayed. Sorry to say that, Gerard, Renedy, and all of you, Sunil, but they deserved it. 3-0. That is something impressive. Yeah, Blue, 3-0. And in style, Dejan Drazic, who worked hard on that left wing. Again, another defensive mistake from BFC. Lovely chip ball through, and Drazic. Yeah, Ikar Guruchena with the chip, and Dejan Drazic. Lovely goal. Just lovely to see. Zaragoza might think today better 0-3 in one match than 3 matches with 0-1 losses. Roshan, I know there's a saying in German. I guess you're thinking about that the same thing as well. And it might also show the weaknesses and the mistakes and that FC Goa potentially could commit. And from that perspective, BFC. But again, yeah, it's a very, very strong performance from FC Goa, and a deserving, very, very deserving 3-0 lead against the BFC, who were nowhere near their best. They were nowhere near the performances that they've shown this season, and therefore, from that perspective, I think a very, very deserving result at this moment, as we are in the last minute of added time. Another foul given. Yeah, Guruchena. Yeah, that was a foul. As FC Goa will be happy to go back with 3 goals, 3 defensive errors from BFC. That will be, I think, the bigger worry for Gerard Zaragoza. BFC so far with limited number of mistakes, and today they've had all 3 goals came off mistakes from BFC. That will be a big worry for him. Ball into the middle. Fatorda clears. Last few seconds on the clock. That should be Goa. Uday. Back to Ritik Tiwari, who plays it long. And that is it. FC Goa scored a convincing 3-0 victory against ISL league toppers Bengaluru FC. Manolo Marquez not smiling, the rest is, but a deserving win certainly for FC Goa in the end. Goals from Armando Sadiku, from Bryson Fernandez, and from Dejan Drazic, who's been named player of the match, and I think deservingly. As Blue says, 3-0 Goa win. I bet none thought this coming. As I told you, Blue, I would have thought, yeah, win for Goa would be good for overall for the league, but more likely it's going to be a draw. But this shows what a kind of a potential FC Goa have in them to win this match in this way and in this style as well. So that's something as well. And yeah, interesting to see that Sandesh Jingan back on the field, convincingly back on the field. And after this performance, I would say, if you would ask me, I've not seen any training at FC Goa, but Sandesh Jingan with this performance needs to be called back to the Indian national team, right? So that is something that one needs to remember. Yeah, a lot of work to do for Gerard Zaragoza, and on the other side, work remains for Manolo, and will be interesting to see. Guardiola says second. Yeah, sorry. BFC is not. Why is it got? BFC. It's not showing. Sorry. BFC is not Mohun Bagan Supergiant or Mumbai. Nice one, Guardiola. Good for the league and maybe also good for BFC not to have such a reality check early in the season. Yeah, looks like it. That is something. That is something which I think can be said. And Yuk Raming says Sandesh got Jingan. Yeah, great respect, Sandesh, to come back, to have not played for nearly 10 months and play like this. Huge respect, at least from my side, and I guess from you all as well, who watch this game and who love Indian football. Rahul Sandesh, our defense player for national team. I guess that is our best option. If you ask me, Guardiola, I would say Rahul Beke and Sandesh Jingan are our best defensive pair at this moment. Happy that Goa is back. Agree, Mahesh. BFC away form isn't good enough this season compared to home, which they need to work on. Enough spot on. We saw that in Mumbai as well. Of course, they got a draw in Mumbai. Mumbai City only have themselves to blame for not winning that one. And Akash says Goa absolutely cooked Bangalore. Yes, FC Goa did cook Bengaluru FC, and we see the Gores, the fans of FC Goa, how happy they are, and therefore this is something that they shall be very, very happy about, because this performance deserves nothing more than the celebrations of the fans, because FC Goa, yeah, we're the much better team than BFC. Surprisingly, that much better. Didn't think that the difference would be so stark, but BFC never really got into this game, and therefore a deserving 3-0 win in the end for FC Goa. And that makes it interesting. Goa moved to 9 points. BFC remain on 16 points with the matches coming up in the coming days, so that makes it interesting. And therefore, we're waiting to see what happens in the Indian Super League in the coming match days. And again, the league never fails to bring us surprises here and there. Right, as always, like, share, and subscribe. 20 likes so far on this video. Maybe it deserves a little bit more. 1,888 subscribers. Thank you very, very much. As I always say, we are growing. I'm jealous now that we did part away with Sadiku rather than Cummings. Yeah, most probably could be something which is discussed. Interesting, the goals scored in the 63rd, 73rd, and 93rd minute. Interesting. And let's see what happens with Mohun Supergiant. And Bengaluru FC never really got into the picture, looked clueless. I felt that as well, Akash. I felt that they were, they didn't have a plan B or a plan C. Like, how do we change things? How do we do things in a different way and try and get it back into this game? I felt that was, I think, BFC's biggest problem today, that they never really got themselves back into the game. And Darknet says, we're missing leader like Sandesh in national team. Exactly. I think getting Sandesh back would hopefully give us a certain level of stability at the back. And again, Sandesh and Rahul Beke most probably our best defensive pairing at this moment that we can have in the national team. So again, FC Goa winning 3-0. Armando Sadiku, Bryson Fernandez, and Dejan Drazic, with the goals. Drazic, the man of the match, did the work, did the dirty work also on that left flank. Bryson came on as a sub, brilliant chip goal, and Armando Sadiku, a poacher as he is, and that's something. Yeah, why Sadiku suddenly leave Mohun Bagan Supergiant and gone in beast mode? Sanskar, the club didn't want to keep him, and they then were looking to offload him, and FC Goa looked at that opportunity and signed him. And for FC Goa, it's working. Seven matches, 7 goals. Armando Sadiku, top scorer with Ajare in this league. So therefore, that's a C. Do you think Rahul Beke, Sandesh Jingan pair, and what is right back? Ashish right back, or Roshan is right back, Akash is left back? Oh, blue. Good question. I would most probably if I look at today's match and saw the way Akash Sangwan played, I think Akash Sangwan deserves a start. You know, and Roshan also needs to play, so maybe that would be my starting option. But again, we will talk about it once closer to the game on the 18th against Malaysia. So, guys, if you don't have anything more to add, it's over 2 hours and 11 minutes, this live watch along. Sarath Babu says FC Goa back on track. They beat Bengaluru FC, the top team. Yes, I would say that, Sarath. I would say that, and I would hope so for FC Goa. But you know, football, you never know. They win this one and they might not win the next one. So that's football. But as always, as I like to say, those of you who are watching who might be new to the channel, if you like what you're seeing, do leave a like behind. If you think other people could also watch it, do leave a share behind as well. And those of you who want to come back for more content, also leave a subscription behind. 1,888 subscribers at this moment. Thank you very, very much, everybody. And also look at the other videos that I've been producing on this channel. Did one late last night about East Bengal reaching the knockouts of the Challenge League. Before that is Indian Football Dead. What should be the proper leadership in Indian football? Indian football fans not leaving Indian football. So also watch all those videos as well. And before I end, was it less game style or something else? Why Sadiq was not good for us? Blue. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. I think in Goa, amongst other things, I don't think it's time, style or something. I think it's trust. With Sadiq, I think it's trust that he's getting in Goa. Jingan and Sal are back on pitch now, but I don't know whether they will be able to play against Malaysia. Mahesh, Sandesh Jingan, after this performance, to me, has to play. Sahal is a different thing. I think we have options. But Sandesh Jingan in this form needs to play for the Indian national team. That's for me a given. All right, so I end this live tonight. I'll be back tomorrow, post the 2 matches, post, of course, Mumbai City versus Kerala Blasters. I'll see you tomorrow, back again here on Arun Foot. As I said, like, share, and subscribe, support, and let more people know about this channel.